Technology is seen as necessary for agricultural productivity and sustainability. Developing and commercialising agtech is big business globally, with the Internet of Things being on the list of potential game changers. The technologies for individual cow management covered by the TechKISS project, auto drafting, computerised bale feeding, inline milk meters and activity meters, are part of the Internet of Things. The Internet of Things is the broad description given to any device that collects information and passes it on to other devices or people via the Internet. The devices can be in smart houses, in smart cities, or on smart farms. The exciting bit is having different devices connected and informing each other. As an example, smartphones, which a decade ago were simple communication devices, are now commonly used for easy access to information or to get the latest weather information or alerts to local events, for internet banking and maybe even for citizen science, creating maps of pests or wildlife, for example. The use of web-connected smart devices that monitor situations, provide information when you need it, and let you do things remotely is growing exponentially. While agtech is still in its early years and it can take a bit of work to have on-farm experiences live up to the big vision, we're learning fast. Getting smart, whether it's a house, city or farm, requires a few fundamentals to be in place, particularly a fast, reliable internet connection. Also software that enables data to transfer between devices. People who are comfortable in using and maintaining the tech equipment. The appropriate data privacy and security provisions in place, and preferably the capacity to generate information that benefits the business. This video gives some general principles that relate to all the cow management technologies to help dairy farmers get value from their tech investments. While farmers primarily get technology to reduce their labour costs, automating daily tasks and doing things that otherwise wouldn't be possible, such as monitoring cow health 24/7, these technologies also generate rich data streams that can turbo boost the information available for herd management. And it's doing things to improve feed efficiency, reproductive performance and other health of the whole herd that can lead to significant gains in productivity. So the first tech fundamental is to check whether the tech you want to get works with your herd management software, automatically transferring data both ways before buying it. The next fundamental follows a similar line. If you want different technologies to work together, such as having the activity meters work the auto draft gate, this should be a priority consideration at the time of purchase. While it's generally assumed that kit from the same manufacturer will be compatible, data flows between different tech types can't be assumed for the estimated 65% of farmers in New South Wales using a mix and match of brands. When technologies don't work together, it's up to the farm to create the workaround. This often defaults to running the systems independently and can involve duplicating data entry if both systems require key information such as calving dates to function. TechKISS farms found it easier to negotiate their wish list with product suppliers when choosing a new system. For some farmers, no compatibility meant no deal, and there was also a very strong message, don't buy on a promise. Technology is not a set and forget. People are needed to keep the system both operational and relevant. It's important that everyone who works on the farm, including casual workers, knows what's expected of them, especially what to do if an alert goes off. It also helps to provide clarity to the farm team about who's responsible for what. For example, who generates a particular report and when, and who looks at it. And because all systems hiccup at some point, giving guidance on what to do when the tech fails can boost everyone's sense of control. Ideally, this is all summarised as standard operating procedures specific for your farm. In most cases, it's not as simple as buying technology off the shelf and plugging it in. Some level of training is usually needed. You'll get the most from your tech equipment if you have a staged approach. Start by getting everyone familiar with how to use it. Actively reinforce this and expand what functions are used over the next 6 months. Then customise what you want it to do for your farm after about 12 months, and this may require some professional input. The next fundamental is to recognise that for all technologies, the software is as important as the hardware. The tips here will sound familiar. Operating systems of all devices need to be kept up to date for them to run smoothly. On a couple of the TechKISS farms, activity meters that had frozen were fixed by downloading the latest software upgrade. When you're troubleshooting an issue, it's probably the second question you're going to be asked by the tech support, right after they've checked whether the system has had a chance to reboot by turning it off and turning it on again. Making regular software backups a priority is important, especially if the tech runs on a local computer rather than the cloud. Lightning did hit the dairy shed and damage the computer on one of the TechKISS farms. It's also worthwhile to outline how the tech works on your farm. For example, by drawing a simple map of the setup. What seems straightforward now may be more of a challenge 6 months down the track in the middle of a problem or when a new manager comes on board. And keep key information about the products, manufacturer, model, serial numbers, product keys and passwords in a place where you'll be able to find them. It can be as simple as taking and filing a photo. All the cow management technologies entail a significant investment, so it's important to choose products that deliver the outcomes you want. Doing the legwork upfront pays big dividends. Talk to as many people as you can, other farmers, service providers and the tech suppliers. The TechKISS videos and checklists can help inform these discussions. Know what infrastructure and people capacity will be needed. Understand the different pricing models and what is or isn't included in any ongoing costs. Only buy products where you know you can get technical support. End-of-line abandonware quickly loses its utility and relevance. The final tech fundamental is to expect change. Use of sensor technology with inbuilt intelligence is becoming more common, and the potential to automate routine tasks is very real compared to even a few years ago. This transformation has been driven by the increased capacity for wireless data transfer. Tech equipment is more able to gather and exchange information in real time, given the advances in Wi-Fi, the cellular phone network, the advent of the cloud, and the widespread uptake of smartphones. Devices are also getting smaller, more energy efficient and smarter. The processing power of computer chips typically doubles every 2 years. And companies continue to innovate, developing new apps, exploring different data combinations, and adapting existing tech to new scenarios, like Fitbit technology as activity meters for cows. The flip side to the fast pace of innovation is that the tech equipment does have a limited life, and you'll need to plan for its replacement. Specific tips and traps for each of the cow management technologies, based on the experience of farmers and service providers, are outlined in other TechKISS topics and can be accessed from the New South Wales Department of Primary Industries website.